High School of Jumapolo. Today, I'm gonna be telling you a story. Please listen to me carefully. The title of my story is The Legend of Roro Kidul. Once upon a time, there lived a king of the kingdom named King Wangi. The king was very fond of hunting in the forest until one day he got lost in a jungle he never knew. There he met a beautiful princess who ruled the forest. The princess promised to help the king find a way out, provided the king would stay in the forest and marry her. Hearing this request, the king was willing to marry the princess and live in the forest. After staying for some time, King Wangi felt it was time to return to the place. The king's return was welcomed by the people of Pajajaran. They prepared a feast to welcome the king back. One night, while the king was fast asleep, he was awakened by the sound of a baby crying. The king immediately approached the sound. The king was surprised to find that there was a baby lying outside. The king immediately went over to the baby and picked him up. Suddenly, the voice of a beautiful princess appeared, who was none other than the wife of King Wangi. The wife then asked King Wangi to take care of the child. Your Majesty Wangi, this baby is our child. Now I give him to you to raise among humans. For in turn, I am a feminine origin. The baby was then named Dewi Candida. Dewi Candida grew up to be a beautiful princess. King Wangi wanted Dewi Candida to be the successor to the throne. However, that wish seemed difficult to realize. The king's concubine, Dewi Mutiara, wanted her son to be the successor to the throne. Dewi Mutiara then looked for ways to get rid of Dewi Candida. She met a powerful shaman who agreed with her plan. In order to harm Dewi Candida, with the power of magic, the shaman finally succeeded in making Dewi Candida suffer from a disgusting skin disease. Dewi Candida was no longer beautiful. Now her body was covered in sores and disgusting pus. Seeing this, Dewi Mutiara immediately instigated the king to expel Dewi Candida from the palace. The king was finally persuaded. He was afraid that Dewi Candida's illness would bring disaster to the kingdom. Dewi Candida was then asked to leave the palace. Dewi Candida felt saddened by the fate that befell her. However, Dewi Candida did not hold the slightest grudge against the person who had harmed her. Until nightfall, Dewi Candida dreamed that she heard a voice telling her to walk south and enter the ocean. My child Dewi Candida, my daughter Dewi Candida, you go south, enter into the ocean, be united with her, carry out this covenant of your mother, my daughter. When morning came, Dewi Candida walked for 7 days and nights. She finally arrived at the shore of the South Sea. There, Dewi Candida again heard whispers asking her to enter the ocean. The voice continued to be heard endlessly, making Dewi Candida even more curious. Finally, Dewi Candida followed the whispers to walk to the high seas. Sure enough, when her body began to be touched by water, all the walls from her body slowly disappeared without leaving the slightest mark. Dewi Candida returned to being a beautiful princess, even more beautiful than before. After gaining healing and beauty, Dewi Candida decided to settle in the seaside area south of Pakuan, Pajajaran. During her stay, Dewi Kadita was widely known throughout the kingdoms of Java as a beautiful woman. Since then, many princes have wanted to marry her. Facing the suitors, she proposed a condition that the suitors must defeat her magic, including fighting with she-waves on the south coast of Java. If the suitors lost, then they must submit to paying her retinue. As it turned out, of all the men who fought her, none were able to defeat Dewi Kandida. They eventually became loyal followers who always escorted Dewi Kandida wherever she went. Since then, Dewi Kandida has been known as the Queen of the South Sea of Java Island, the Roro Kidul. The moral value of the story: if we have power, we must use it for something good. And that is the end of my story. Thank you for your attention. I hope you all enjoyed it. Goodbye!